This week, we're in Laos's most famous city, Luang Prabang, and this isn't the waterfall you think it is. It's way underrated due to its more famous cousin, the Kuang Falls. There isn't a gigantic parking lot in the front, and the only way to get there is by boat. In this video, we'll show you around Luang Prabang and what it's like to visit both of these impressive waterfalls. We're Oth and Mark. We've been exploring Laos from the very south to the very north. Earlier, we visited Don Det, Vong Vieng, and later we'll be going to Nong Kiao. Subscribe to stay updated.
One of the things now is easy to do in Laos is travel between Vientiane and Luang Prabang. One of the most convenient, and it's insanely fast.
Booking tickets, however, is less convenient. Most tourists cannot book online, so I recommend booking through your guest house several days in advance of when you plan to travel.
That's the fastest train ride.
Probably the biggest advantage in taking the train is that it cuts through so many mountains. We just checked into our hotel. Beautiful, spacious. A lot of the rooms here, like if you get a larger room, you'll end up with a double bed and a single bed. So that can be nice if you're traveling with 3 people. The balcony is nice. It's not in the historic district. This is kind of a more budget-friendly option, but the historic district is just a short walk away. Luang Prabang goes back to the mid-14th century, when it served as the capital of the Lan Song Kingdom that encompassed what is now modern-day Laos. In 1707, the kingdom broke apart, but the many Buddhist temples that dot the city serve as a reminder of its cultural significance. These temples go back centuries and are still active, with many serving as monasteries.
We are at Wat Sieng Thong, arguably the most important temple in Luang Prabang, Laos. It has this beautiful, multiple pagoda that is very intricate. You can see this one of the smaller one, but the design here, the murals here tell stories. And these temples have been here for over 5 centuries now. We stood multiple kingdoms, multiple dynasties, and here it still stands.
Another temple that's not quite so old, but is still worth a visit, is the Chom Si Temple that sits on Phou Hill. While still religiously significant, this site has become especially popular for sunset viewing.
People love coming at Phou Hill for sunset, regardless of nationality. But it would not be something I would come every day.
Part of how I approach these types of sunset spots now is just to enjoy the fact that a simple sunset can bring all these people together.
Now we are about to go to one of the most famous sites in Luang Prabang. Is the Kuang Waterfall.
You might be able to tell how big it is by this ginormous parking lot we're walking through. But we will share one spot that you can go to that is semi-secret and a bit less crowded.
We drove about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. So there's parking and then electric vehicle.
I'm surprised that there aren't even more people here.
Our urgency is because there's barely any tourists yet. So we want to kind of see the most beautiful waterfall before it's crowded by tourists. Even though we are ones, of course. Yeah, this is probably the closest thing to paradise feeling in terms of waterfall, the layers, the different cascades. And it's this is only part of the whole entire waterfall.
Sometimes you see these things on digital media, but it's really something that you need to see for yourself with your own eyes.
You can swim in the big one, but at the smaller cascades of waterfall, you actually can swim in it. So when the sun is out more, you might enjoy swimming in the lower waterfall. Yeah, it is so beautiful. It's breathtakingly beautiful.
Now, if you want to avoid some of the crowds, the semi-secret is to take a hike uphill all the way up to the top of the falls. Very peaceful up here. All you hear are the birds chirping and the sounds of the falls, and it's still pretty shady. Every now and again you come across like some leaves that are lit up by the sun, like these ones. We've officially reached the top. The path is now flat. Yeah, there's something really special about this upper part of the falls. It almost feels like this hidden gem, as like there's so many people down below, but here it's just this kind of ragtag group of people that have found themselves up here, and it just like seem like they're settling down for the day, and that they might just end up like picnicking, and you know, you really could just spend the full day up here if you wanted to.
Beautiful.
Kuang Falls is definitely a must-do, but if you like a less developed experience, take the time to visit Luang Prabang's Forgotten Waterfall. We went there the next day, and in some ways, it was more memorable than Kuang Falls.
We're gonna deliver this guy to the owner. He's the one,
For
the
real?
owner sells the dessert. สบายดีมาส่งโรงแรมชลิยา We just arrived to the parking lot for the waterfall, the Tatse waterfall. We have little makeshift parking lot, the temple.
So the river here going toward the falls is charming. Oh. Can you get...
So we're facing the wrong way. That's the back.
There's the motor. Get ourselves turned around without tipping the boat over.
So yeah, we get on the boat. It's for 25,000 kip.
There we have the little water tents. It does look like there's AC on those tents, so definitely like more of a glamping experience.
One thing we don't realize how chilly Luang Prabang is. Mark have a jacket, I have a long sleeve, and we go to the waterfall. I don't think we're gonna go in.
It is winter, so yeah.
Here's a little boat ride. Now we hear this waterfall, Tatse waterfall. Yeah, only 30 minutes away from Luang Prabang main city.
Yeah, the Tatse waterfall really looks like a little bit of a maze of different waterfalls that all come together into this gorgeous aqua green pool. If it weren't a little chilly, it would be very tempting to jump in.
So we now here at the waterfall. I think there's two sections. We're in the first section. So far it looks very safe. The water is very calm, and there's different pools where we can go in and dip our toe into it. And then I'm standing right in the middle of a fall. And then there's one in the back here. Yeah, so pretty beautiful. So we are walking toward the waterfall number 2. Basically, there's supposed to be a swimming area, but number 2 is supposed to be less, because you know the walk here takes some time. Anything that requires effort kind of eliminates some people. And you see the foot of the mark try to get through that. It's kind of dangerous. In a raining season, definitely very dangerous.
Looks like some kind of landslide took out part of the path. It could just be timing, but waterfall number 2 is really, really magical. The sun is hitting it just right. No one's around.
You know why?
Yeah, we know why.
We thought about continuing on the path a little further, but
It's not worth it. Come check. This side, I think we are hit the jackpot spot. But one of the things we learned is sometimes it's like knowing where to stop. Because it's not about seeing everything, it's about seeing like the thing that we find enticing and enjoyable. The water is beautiful, some sun, and look like emerald green. It's so tempting for us to jump in. Oh, I wish it's like that Southeast Asia heat. Like it's 40 degrees Celsius.
You know, sometimes this is like you only live once. As you might be able to tell, I'm shivering a little bit, but this was totally worth it. Yeah, it's one of those experiences that, you know, you just don't have words for, that you'll just
remember forever.
Magical in the way that we can't fully describe, and also having this beautiful waterfall to ourselves is such a cool experience. The sun finally come out a little bit, so the waterfall it become even more magical. But you know, like everything, it has to come to an end. I think we are getting cold now, so we're gonna stay in the sun to warm up. We're gonna have this good memory. This is the Takse waterfall. It's in Luang Prabang, Laos. 2 คน
Sun feels nice.
Yeah, it feels really good, like toasty. One of the travel tip that we pick up along the way is going to different fruit shops and ask them if they would cut the mango for us. You and some shop cut the fruit for you without any fee as long as you buy from them. So we found this thing.
And so every day we've been getting like a few mangoes to take home as a snack. It's been nice.
We've now visited Don Det, Vong Vieng, and Luang Prabang in Laos. Our next stop is Nong Kiao. Subscribe to join us as we make our way around Southeast Asia and beyond.